This is Mogobe Nuggets of Wisdom podcast. We enthuse, we energize, we inspire, and we empower entrepreneurs and entrepreneurs of all stripes in BW and beyond. Hello and welcome, dear viewer and dear listener, to another episode of Mogobe Nuggets of Wisdom podcast. I'm always thrilled to bring entrepreneurs, young, old. I bring all sorts of entrepreneurs. I bring aspiring, I bring accomplished. And today I have someone who I would say is somewhat accomplished. And she's just about to introduce herself. But before she does, let me just ask you, please, as I always do, strike that notification bell and also that subscription button. Just subscribe, please. Just one button to press. Let me welcome to the studio Natasha Da Silva. How are you, madam?
I'm fine, thank you. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for honoring our invitation. Can we get the thing started by you introducing yourself in terms of who you are and a little bit about your academic background?
Okay. My name, like you said, yes, it is Natasha Da Silva. I'm here because of Royal Express Cleaners. And yes, it's a fairly new company, but striving very high with so much force. Yes, I'll talk about the academic part about under Royal Express. Yes.
Under yourself,
yes.
Your training, your academic training, yes.
Yes. I shifted to do cleaning raw materials, not really cleaning. To be honest, it's just raw chemicals. So I went for training. I went for to educate myself more in South Africa, and I was more interested in coming up with my own foam bath, my own shower gel. And while I was still at it, I remember I was told to make a washing powder, and to a point where I did my sample, and it was too extreme because I wanted something that can produce results. And I tried it at home, and it worked mightily. It's just that we have to match what the country needs, So, I got to the point where, you know what, I'm going to have...
In other words, you have your own washing powder. It's just that you never marketed it.
I never marketed it because my mixtures are quite... over what Botswana is expecting, but it worked mightily. I did a few products, which is Sunlight Liquid. I have Sunlight Liquid that is actually in the market right now. I have a floor polish. I have a floor cleaner. I have pine gel, which I do myself.
Wow.
Yes, and also Geoblocks. I have a few products that are in line with Royal Express. They are still under Royal Express, yet to be out there and established as its own, establishment of products. Yes.
Are you selling those products?
Yes, we are selling them, but for now it's only in bulk, industrial supply. We're working on selling to, in small quantities, but not yet there. Yes.
Because your target market would be what?
Right now, we're still working. Like I said, it's a bulk sell right now. But looks like we have so much demand from individuals, homes. They love our product because our product is so different from the one you buy anywhere else. I would say it's so customized. In a form that it has its you can choose your own scent on how you want your house to smell or your work area to smell. One product that I didn't mention was an air freshener. We have all kinds of perfumes.
That you manufacture.
That we have. We don't.
You distribute.
We add on into our manufactured product and to make it a finished product. Yes. So a client comes in and then they just choose the kind of perfume they prefer in their premises, and then we will go along with the client's what
preference.
they prefer. Yes.
Yeah.
So
I want to take you back to the academic side. Did you go to Vasi, and what did you study at Varsity and things like that?
Yes, I did accounting. Yes, I did accounting, but did not get to any level that I did AAT. Yes, I didn't finish, and I just got bored on the way because I saw that my strength is actually marketing entrepreneurship, but my more strength is sales and marketing. And I went and I did sales and marketing, diploma in sales and marketing. And right now I'm still doing business management, a degree in business management.
Wow. All right. You started with Natasha Toys.
Yes.
I'm interested in the name Toys. What does that name mean?
It's Toisi.
Oh, yes. I mispronounced it.
I am, even though my complexion says something else. I am a typical Motswana. Wako Molepolole.
Yeah.
I come from Molepolole, a village here in Botswana. Yes, Gora Tsosa. I'm from Gora Toisi. Gora Tsosa.
Oh,
yes.
That's where Toisi comes from. Am I the only person who pronounces it Toys?
Toys. Actually, I have an uncle. They just changed his name. Now he's Toys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was the inspiration for starting that company?
Royal Express came from, the interest of, wanting to do my own products, like I said at first. And while I was still at it, doing my supply in, offices and supplying, dishwashing liquid, I'll be told, please you can, deliver behind.
What does deliver behind?
Deliver as in deliver on the on the delivery side. So as I enter, you'll be surprised. You see other restaurants having, the kitchen is not as clean as you expect, cockroaches and all that. And then I was like, you know what? I think we can pitch into this. If we have the product to do it, why can't we, come in with service? And this whole thing, I was like, and the only people who has the strength to change what I see every day are the same young people my age, and I have a network of them, and some of them are not even hands-on on anything. Why can't I involve them and do something? This is when I was like, you know what, I'm going to have other youth joining me under this Royal Express cleaners, and we're gonna, that's where it really started.
When was it formed?
It was formed in 2022. Yes, just after we had our few supplies of sunlight liquid to a few restaurants, and also to houses and saloons, and
exactly what does it do? What does the company do?
Okay, Royal Express is a cleaning services. We have cleaning services. We also have the products, and we do house cleaning. We also have it's more like an agency for maids. I would call it an agency for maids, because we do have a part where we look for maids for housemates, for people any race, yes, as long as they fall under the...
Do you train them?
Yes, we do train them. We do train them to where you want them to be and how do you want them to be. Yes, we do train them,
So your main customers are what, restaurants?
Our main customers are restaurants, yes, and offices, yes. And we've been getting calls from residents, somebody calling, I need a maid, I need somebody to come and help, a helper. Some people don't like to be called maids, a helper at home. So I need one who can cook, one who can take care of a child, one who can, mop a certain kind of tile, and one who can do windows. Some people have glass windows, and there's not everybody who can do that. It's not everybody who has the patience to take care of a child.
How do you vet these people? How do you screen them to make sure you don't end up with dangerous people?
Okay, we go through, yes, we do interview them. We stick to hiring Botswana, and we spend more time with them. We call them family because this is the training exposes someone, because we spend about 2 months to 3 months having to teach them on how to do things. So we would know the kind of character a person is before we send them off. So it's birthed from the training. Everything else we will know this person will be okay with this kind of client. So yes.
Oh, that's interesting. And then you deploy them, and how do you monitor their performance?
We do check-ins with our clients, and they report back. We do have a platform that they log in, and then sometimes they do send emails, and
when you say a platform, you mean an app? An
app, yes. We do have an app that
What's it called?
It's an app that we formed ourselves. It's just under Natasha Da Silva. It's a few businesses under it. Yes, it just records these where the customers are, the customer section, and then they just leave their views there, and they have
Now, the main target area for you is Royal Express is rodents, mice, flies, and fleas.
Yes.
What attracts these things, by the way? And
we live in a, it's a hot country. It's very hot in this country, and the weather it's dry, and and our climate doesn't favor us at all, and we shouldn't be surprised. We're a developing country, and we'll get there. So these kind of things, developing. We're still getting there. So we have flies coming in from different sources, and the fact that we haven't reached the point where we can deal with cockroaches on how if I do a fumigation this side, the other side, what do I have to do? Or even our drains. We don't have a solution on how to maintain our drains yet. You see, so
typically, what did you do for an average restaurant when you come in?
We assess the environment, the area, the premises, and we see not only the restaurant within, but the whole premises, including outside and the neighbors. And some restaurants they have that joint with offices, that joint with other restaurants. If we come and fumigate your restaurant only, they'll escape to another side, and after some time they crawl back, knowing that the nicer part of everything is on the other side. So we assess everything and try, and mostly recently we're trying to group people to work together, so that when we do a fumigation, let it be on a whole premises, including your neighbors, just so that we target and finish that we came for once and for all.
And a fumigation process can take how long?
To be honest, fumigation, even though Botswana prefer a once-off, but it takes a year, twice, maybe once every month.
Why?
Because from assessing how we've dealt with, especially mafele, cockroaches, you fumigate once a month, right? Within 2-3 weeks, from your neighbor, they come crawling back, and it looks like you've not done anything. So for you to get rid of them totally, you have to keep on doing it until there's totally nothing. Yes.
Don't tell me you have to do your neighbors as well.
Yes, this is why I just said earlier that we try and group it. We try and speak, and when we get to a premises, like maybe this kind of big building, we talk to your neighbors. That okay, fine. Let's agree to a certain amount that everybody can, relate to. Yes, and and we get to a common agreement that, okay, fine, let's take it through. Yes, just so that it benefits all of them.
Yeah.
Yes.
What did you say are the common challenges that you encounter in this business? Or even special to you, the challenges?
There are so many challenges, oh my God. Just first of all, our kind of chemicals we use, especially for cleaning, we get our chemicals from South Africa and China. Just getting the products to Botswana to manufacture them, it's just...
So you mix them in Botswana?
We mix them, yes.
But they are manufactured elsewhere?
We get raw materials mostly in South Africa and China, yes. And by the time it gets here, the orders are on top of another, and it's that part is not easy at all. And one other one is,
So you're talking about supply chain delays?
Yes, yes. There's
like
so much delay.
Taking too long to come by ship, or what sort of causes the delays?
The delay would be, certain products are not, they're not. You might see that we might be allowed to bring them now. In a week's time or a month's time, it might be restricted. And
by who?
The government. The government might say no. We're no more allowing this kind, and and then now for you to shift and look for an alternative, it's already late. So we have to be on par and search for not only one supplier or that has just that one. We have to have alternatives just so that we meet our our demand. Yes.
Targets. Yeah.
And targets. Yes.
Okay, so how do you then overcome that problem of those delays and supply chain issues?
We do. It's not. I wouldn't say we can just overcome them just like that. We tend to buy in bulk and just store, for future use. And but it's a bit heavy on the business, but it plays well for now.
Yeah, you also do a thing called post-construction cleaning. What is that about?
Yes, post-constructive cleaning is, as Botswana, like we said, we are a developing country, and Botswana, we love building. So we saw after building, where do you take all that
rubble?
A lot of people don't know where to take it. Sometimes you find them on the streets. Sometimes, and and some of it is you find and we this is where we pitch in. Call us to come and clear your everything. After building within an hour.
So you take rubble. Or you do what? Because I have a cleaning company too called Clean Cities and Towns.
Wow.
So I'm wondering whether you do collection of rubble. You load them up on skips and that kind of thing.
Yes, we do load them up. We load them up, and sometimes they are at use for us because there are sites that we need that certain kind of rubble to patch on our sites where we're doing our building, or sometimes we do ground clearing also, and somebody would want maybe a certain part to be filled with rubble, and this is where we pitch in. I was like, no, we're going to clear that part, and then this is where we're going to use. Yes, so it works.
So this means you have several trucks that you've had to acquire, or you rent out or lease from somebody.
Yes, I outsource for now. Yes, I have a family member who has a few. So he's always ready to pitch in and right on time.
Okay, you sound like a very energetic business person who is very, very who's got the right vibe, but even as positive minded as you are, you occasionally suffer from. We occasionally, as business people, suffer from devastating setbacks. Have you had one, and can you share one?
Oh my God, yes. There's a time, I'll just give you what had happened not long ago, a time where, I had an agreement with a client, that, okay, fine, we'll do a supplies of this kind of product and for a certain period, and everything was signed, and we go ahead and we're thinking, okay, if we get this, we get a good discount from our supply, so we have to buy according to their agreement. We went and bought everything for that period of 12 months, and then after a month, actually after 2 months, actually it was a fumigation and supply of products. After 2 months, the client didn't see any because what we when we do the work, we do exceedingly, and you'll never see a cockroach in your building, or So after a month or two, it's like, no, we don't need your services anymore. I was like, okay, but then we bought the products for you. There's no need to come and fumigate or any of your products. We don't have any cockroaches anymore.
You've done a good job.
Yes, so our job also sells us out,
Yeah.
So we had to deal with the product that we bought for that company, and now it's just a stag over a stag.
So it becomes a legal issue, does it?
It does, but sometimes you don't want to cross that because you want to keep relation. Yes, and we choose relation, even though it hurts our business, and we get to a common ground. We try by all means to not take it the legal route. But
in the meantime, you had a warehouse full of cleaning material. What do you do with it?
We find a way to, we have different kinds of products. If we have an agreement with you that, okay, fine, this is an agreement for 12 months with you. Okay, you cannot just cancel such an agreement. Let's find a way to work it out and get a common ground so it benefits me and you.
Yeah.
So they tend to choose other products that we have that can benefit them, and then we reach that common ground. And they did, they had other premises, their branches, so they sent us to other branches, and we just try and find a way.
From what you told me earlier, the cockroaches are coming back because you say you need to clean for a whole year. You only did it for a month or two.
Yes, and a lot of our clients don't understand that. Once they see nothing, they're like, no, they're gone for good.
Yeah.
So we do advise them that, yes, you might not see them now because maybe somewhere next door they're actually, multiplying, so they're going to come after you after 2 months, or 3 months. So we try by all means to educate them before we get to anything, to any agreement.
Yeah.
Yes.
There's also a thing called crystallization. What is that you do?
Okay, crystallization is where, sometimes you might find that the place is neglected or something, or it might be an object, that, is forgotten about and it's rusted and so when you crystallize and when you bring in us to do the work, we make sure that we bring it out as brand new. Yes. So
what kind of object, so I can understand? Can you give an example?
It might be anything. It might be anything. It might be a building. It might be glasses. It might be anything to do with cleaning. Yes, it might be.
No, I want you to give me a specific case that what you did to crystallize it. We found this and we did this.
Okay, it is one of the products that we learned that we can do, even though we have not yet touched yet. Yes, but we've tried it on. We learned about it. We've learned about it when we are yet to do it for Botswana if they're in need of it. Yes.
Yeah, you have the capacity, but you haven't done it.
Yes.
Yeah. There's the issue of carpet cleaning and floor cleaning. Is there a big difference between cleaning tiles, for instance, versus carpets? And does it require different types of skill set? Can you compare and contrast tile cleaning and carpet cleaning?
Okay, tile cleaning. For starters, the products are totally different. And the machines we use for tiles, the machines we use for cleaning carpets are totally different. and the tiles also being different. Nowadays we all have different kinds of tiles, brought to our country, Botswana. And also carpet, we're talking about different kinds of materials. So and also the difference is the color, the difference is the texture on the carpet. So we have to use certain kinds of products to deal with carpet, certain kinds of product to deal with tile, and it's totally different. And some people have the skill to make sure that a tile shines. There's ceramic tile, and there's a way of cleaning a ceramic tile, and there's the carpet side. There are different kinds of carpets. And there are different ways of cleaning carpets. Some carpets don't even need a machine, or you don't even need to plug in a machine. You just have to use a brush because of their kind of material, like the texture of it. Yes, and actually in a nutshell, yes.
One of the things that you also clean or deal with is shopping malls. What is important to remember when you are cleaning a shopping mall, or to keep in mind?
Okay. Yes, a shopping mall is a public premises. It's a public area. So when we send our young cleaners there, we don't only groom them to clean. We also groom them in how to speak to customers, how to relate to people, how to respond, which is the very, very important part of Royal Express. A behavioral character. We look into that, because how you treat somebody, that's how you'll get to the treatment back. So we focus on that, on how do you interact with people in a shopping mall. When you clean a certain space, do you move? Do you watch people shopping? Do you respond? Yes. That is that's the part that we also concentrate on how to deal with. Yes.
Okay. Of course, you have to strategically place these warnings that the floor is slippery.
Yes.
And things like that.
And things like that. Yes.
And I imagine cleaning a shopping mall takes a long time. So this would be in the form of a contract where it's full time, right?
Yes.
Your people are there full time.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And you do both in Mompoloki and Gaborone?
We do Gaborone and surrounding areas. Yes, we do. We did have a client in Mompoloki. We do Gaborone and surrounding areas. The plan is to go out of Gaborone. The plan is to go to Francistown, Maun, Kasane very, very soon. Yes.
Okay. Condominiums. Do you clean those as well? And what are the special challenges associated with cleaning condominiums?
And
apartments.
We tend to be honest, we set ourselves on contracts with the companies who manage such. We prefer not to deal with individuals, especially in if we have to look for a helper for you. Yes, we can. Yes, and then we hand it out to you.
By that you're referring to facility management companies.
Yes.
You prefer to have a contract with facility managers.
Yes, we prefer having that kind of contract with facility managers. Because sometimes you might have somebody owning the whole block, and it's very difficult to manage. Knowing that one is from a different company, so we deal with just one agency and that's it. And yes.
And if I was to ask you, what sets up your two companies from the rest, starting with Tasha Da Silva, what sets it apart from all the others?
Tasha Da Silva, which is the mother company, we are different in a way that it carries the manufacturing of the same products that we use. So in other ways, I cannot sell you something I haven't tried, So it's totally different in that way. And in addition, our products are customized to your liking as our customer. Yes, that's how different we are. And in other products that we supply, like Natasha Da Silva is a supplies company, supplies company, general supplies. That's where all these detergents were birthed under that. Yes. We make sure that we get the best quality. Yes, our quality. We make sure that our quality surpasses any other. Yes, at a very reasonable price. Yes.
So that's what sets you apart. But when it comes to Royal Express, I tend to brag a little bit. Our service says it all. Our clients, I would say, we don't need your services anymore. We can't see any cockroaches. We can't see any fumigation. We don't need any fumigation because we can't see anything that's bothering us anymore. Even be it rats, be it flies. The kind of chemicals we use, we tend to customize everything. If it's a house, we make sure that it's nothing to harm the kids or people living in that area, or we give them warnings we make sure that we keep them from the harm of if the chemical is harmful. But by all means we try to use something that our chemicals that don't harm people or even animals. Yes, one of the key traits for successful entrepreneurship is resilience, or grit, or perseverance. Have you developed that trait? And if so, how did you develop it? And can you give an example of how that trait, if in fact, I assume you've developed it, how you applied it in your business life?
Sometimes I'll just sit and think, have I really? Or is it because I want to pursue, in my pursuit there's a helping hand to my colleague or somebody sitting next to me, that we can do this and eat together and shoot together, go up together. It's about achievement together. All that, getting to the ladder, to the top of the ladder, comes with having people joining in under the same umbrella and doing it. It's within me. Yes, I'm getting there, but also it's about, is this one sorted? Is that one sorted? Is my client sorted? Am I doing it?
But what maintains your drive? What is that? How do you become resilient when everything else says let's quit, let's take it easy?
Yes, that part. You see that part of saying, I have you on board. I cannot not push. What I mean? The fact that I included so and so under this umbrella, I have to push. I have to help this person. This person is relying on Royal Express. I cannot sleep. I have to get up and make sure Mogobe is having, bread at home, because I'm involved Mogobe under this umbrella, So yes, that's the drive really. It's from the little things that sits within my heart, that is a helping hand on somebody who doesn't have a job. It's seeing me not only achieving, but my client being happy, yes, and seeing results, yes, and that's the drive, and overall,
I've heard some entrepreneurs saying that they have mentors who help them. Would you have mentors? Do you have a mentor?
I do. I do have a mentor, even though I don't mention it a lot of times. But one person I would like to mention is this wonderful woman of God. And I have spiritual, I'm a Christian, I have spiritual parents that give me a drive also, Prophet Shepherd Bushiri and Prophetess Mary Bushiri. And
what did you say?
Prophet Shepherd Bushiri and Prophet Prophetess Mary Bushere.
Yeah.
Yes, but this one woman that I would like to mention is Lesego Ragoeng, who I always see her strength, even though I don't say it, but she has this thing that says, yes, you can. No, don't say no. There's no on this one. You can. You know,
yeah.
So she always pushes me. She always advises me. She always sees a bigger picture, even though something is so narrow. She sees on the other side. It's like, okay, after achievement, I was like, how did you see that kind of light? It's so big now, you know. And so she's my motivation.
What does she do, by the way?
She's into. Rehoeng is into. She's into so many things that also inspired me. I would like to mention it in detail. Maybe I wouldn't say it right. I would like her to come if all was possible. She'll be here to just lay it down. But in her everyday doings, just made me push my vision.
Is she in the same business?
She's not in the same business. She's in the finance business, and she's in the finance business. She's in. I'd like to have the right words to explain what she does, but I think she's better off explaining it. Yes.
So, in other words, you are asking me to invite her to the Nuggets.
It will be great, and it will be really great. And yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, we always talk of growth and expansion for our businesses. What growth plans do you have for, first of all, Natasha Da Silva, and then for Royal Express?
Yes.
If you had the crystal ball when we're looking 15, 20 years ahead,
yes,
what do you see?
Okay, Tasha Da Silva, as well as the baby, I wouldn't say a baby, but I'll say this amazing Royal Express cleaning.
The sister company.
Yes. We believe in educating our workers. We believe in, that if I give you knowledge, you'll give me service, the right service. A mistake is because you don't have the right knowledge. So we don't want mistakes. So for us to go out there, even maybe out of the country, may God allow, we have to have the right knowledge. We have to have the right knowledge on the kind of product we use, the character that the people need out there. We have to have the right knowledge so that we can penetrate smoothly. Because if we're narrow-minded, there is no way I can stand firm and tell you I know what I'm doing. But if I have the right knowledge and I know my product, I can tell you, yes, this can do 1, 2, 3, and it, yes, and with the right knowledge, the same people working in the business doing cleaning can sell the product because they know what they're using. If I teach my cleaner that this sunlight liquid has 1, 2, 3, and it can do 1, 2, 3. They are likely to sell the product to whoever is asking about it when they're using it. So, yes, we try by all means to have our employees educated.
And how do you do that? Do you have training sessions daily or weekly? Or
we do have training sessions. We're planning to go for training in South Africa. Our supervisors, we're taking them to South Africa in August for training on the products, only on the products. And even though we do have marketing agents, we also train them, even though they do fall under Royal Express from a different company. We source them out. So we train them just so that they sell the right thing, out there. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So expansion plans. I thought you were just going to tell us how many branches you're going to open in Kenya and in Lagos or whatever. How you're going to expand.
Wow. For now, since we are in Gaborone and it's still young.
Because I'm talking 10, 15 even 30 years.
Oh, yes, yes. We are planning to go all out there, but our target right now is Gaborone, Francistown, the main areas in Botswana, the main Kasane, and this is when we can have, put out people in South Africa. Actually, in South Africa, we are working on partnering with a certain company that has does the same, but it's well established in South Africa. It's yet to. We're still working on it. So Royal Express is yet to be established in South Africa. Hopefully, in not so long, we'll be, like you're saying, in Namibia and in Malawi. And those are. I've had talks with a few people from Malawi that they're very much interested in Royal Express, and to be honest, it's our products, and to sell our products in Malawi and Namibia. Yeah. Okay. So if the products are in Namibia, and in Malawi, why can't we just have the whole package and do the cleaning also, and have a whole branches there? So yeah.
When you say that, you remind me when we started, you said you manufactured soap and it was so good. Are you not taking that further since it was a success?
Yes, I would like to take it further. I'm actually working on it, even though there are a few challenges about that, because I have to comply with what's required, which is totally not what my equation has. Yes, so
you mean the requirements are heavy?
They're a bit heavy on my side. So
why?
To make it what I want. It's I have to get to the it cannot be in Botswana, but I guess I have to comply with the requirements of Botswana, that you cannot have beyond a certain kind of products, and here, yes.
Okay.
But I am working on it, definitely.
Yeah.
Very soon.
Are you doing any work with government or government entities?
Not yet. We don't have any work with government yet.
It's mostly private sector.
Yes, so it's mostly private sector.
You're not planning on going there and seeing whether...
Yes, we are. We actually doing a few tenders here and there. God willing, we will get there. Yes.
Okay. Do you have a question for me?
Yeah. Mr. Mogobe, would you like to do any fumigations around?
I think we do have two companies that are doing work for us.
Oh, okay.
So what I would suggest is I would refer you to the right manager.
Right.
Maybe the GM at Black at the restaurant, or one of the top cleaners, or somebody in charge of the cleaners throughout our buildings, not just here in Mogobe Plaza. And I could ask you to give us a couple of quotations, and we'll see.
Definitely.
If you can beat the current suppliers, why not?
Yes, why not? Yeah. And it's actually not only about that, it's about results. And I've seen a lot of complaints around, and that, I've never seen this kind of service. Your service is so good. The people who did this, they did a second-hand job. I'm like, oh, yes, that means we're, so I have pride in what we do.
So you've cleaned up after quite a few people.
Oh, yes. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All
Yes.
Right. Now, as we wrap up, I'm going to ask you to look at that camera, Natasha, and leave the viewer with something inspirational, some message on your company to wrap things up. Okay. Go ahead,
I don't know, Mr. Mogobe, what to say really, but we're hoping to fulfill what Botswana what Botswana needs. We have seen that this cockroach problem is so much in homes. We've seen that there's so much fumigation needed in homes, in restaurants and hospitals and so many in offices. We're just a call away, and especially in Gaborone, even though we're yet to be in other places like Maung, Francistown, Kasane, very, very soon. Please don't hesitate to call us, because we are the solution and we never fail. Our services, we do even have references that you can call or inquire about our services, and they'll tell you that we are actually the best in terms of whatever we sell, the products, the services. Yes, even, our workers are well trained to deal with your kind of clients and the clientele. We're ready to serve you.
Okay.
Yes.
Would you now give them all the contact details, both for Royal Express and for Natasha Doisi?
Yes, Royal Express, please contact us on 75002307, 75002307. And we do also have an email address as at cleaners.com, yes.
And you do have a WhatsApp number as well?
And we also have a WhatsApp number, it's the same number at 75002307.
Okay.
Yes.
What about on social media?
On social media, we're on Facebook, yet to be on Instagram, and yes, we're on Facebook. We are called Royal Express Cleaners. Please do follow us. You click that button and follow us, because we also have every now and then we do have giveaways to everybody to whoever likes our page and comments on our page.
What kind of giveaways?
We do have small sample packages. It's air fresheners and towel cleaners, dishwashing liquids.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay.
And we will definitely deliver them to you.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. You've been a wonderful guest. You've done good.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir.
All right, bye.
Okay.